Hey, what's going on everybody? Dazzler here with our round 3 matchup. We're currently 2-0 trying to get to that 3-0 so that way we can have a nice push for the final 2 weeks of Cosmic Crucible. I'm really trying to get into the Masters 2 so that way it'll drop down to Masters 1, and I'm also trying to get into the top 200 before the payout. My opponent today is Lokivog. Let's go ahead, take a look at him, but before we do that, if you do like this video, do remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So Lokivog is about 78 million TCPs. This is going to be a punch across. We're in the same bracket. I believe they are ranked a little bit higher than me. I believe throughout this whole week as well, they only dropped 1, maybe 2 matches, so we're pretty close and comparable in that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the defenses and see what we're going against today. In Stage 1, they're using the 3-piece X-Treme X-Men with Dorm and Black Knight. Stage 2 is the full Pegasus team. Stage 3 is the Superior 6 with Vulture. Stage 4 is the Hive Mind Super Skrull team. Stage 5 is different. They're using the 4-piece Horsemen team with Dazzler. And Stage 6 is also different. They're using the Secret Defenders, and they have Lizard in there as well, so that could throw things off as far as counters go. We'll take a look at that when we get there. For Stage 1, I'm going to use the Superior 6 with Apocalypse, and I'm also throwing Vulture in there because he's a great counter anytime you face Nightcrawler. This should go fairly well as far as the efficiency goes, considering there is going to be that Dorm with the Revive Onces, but I can get the permakills from Apocalypse on the Retaliates and his Falcon Punch. Vulture will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to start by using the special so that we can try to get the flips on the Black Knight. I was able to flip everything but the taunt, so that is good enough actually for this type of matchup. Green Goblin Classic's going to go, and I'm going to use the ultimate that throws trauma and a bunch of debuffs out there. And for Craven, I'm going to use the special, and that's going to put an ability block on someone. I'm going to actually choose to put it on the Black Knight because I don't want him doing a special to get a taunt and some buffs on him. Doc Ock is up. I'm going to use the special, and that's going to get the Shocker out on the field for me. For Shocker's turn, I'm going to use the special. That's going to get offense up on me. And now for Apocalypse, I'm going to use the ultimate. I'm going to target the Black Knight so that way the ISO attack will permakill the Black Knight. And here's trying to decide who I want to do the permakill on. For the Falcon Punch, I chose to take out the Nightcrawler. For Vulture, I'm going to use the ultimate that does kill Forge and the Gambit, so now I just have to kill them one more time. For Green Goblin's turn, I'm going to use the special on the Gambit. That's going to do a nice turn rewind, trauma and a bunch of damage to him. For Shocker, I'm going to use the basic, that way I can get the assist to actually take him out. And now I just have to worry about taking out the Forge. For Stage 2, I'm going to use the Bifrost team into the Pegasus. This is a great counter into this. It's a little worrisome at the start of the match, but they always tend to recover, and then they just destroy the other team once Beta Ray Bill is able to make it to his ultimate. The opening barrage is all of the Pegasus characters hitting your Bifrost characters. Because of Team Loki and his passive, you're able to do retaliates back at them, and typically Vol is going to be putting exposed out there. Hopefully you can try to get Vol to do the first hit, that way as the retaliates come in, Vol starts to get ability energy back. Once it becomes the Bifrost turn, Sylvie will be going first and using her ultimate. That's going to start to do flips to the enemy, along with a nice turn meter rewind. The first character that you always want to try to control and take out is going to be Rescue. So we're going to use Loki's special on Rescue. Team Loki's going to go and you're going to use the ultimate. Sometimes I will use the special depending on how everybody's life is. Vol is going to use the special, and the ISO attack should come in, and Rescue's now dead. Beta Ray Bill is up and just going to use the ultimate. That's going to flip all those positive effects into negative effects. Darkhawk ended up dying there, along with Iron Man Infinity War. Sylvie's up. I'm going to use the special, and that finishes the match. This is very easy, very clean. For stage 3, I'm going to use the Dorky special, as we call it. So going from left to right, we're going to use Super Skrull, Dr. Doom, Hawkeye, Minerva, then the Falcon. I haven't used this against the Vulture version, but this should still work pretty similar to the normal version. Super Skrull still will be going first this matchup. So we're going to start with the basic, and I'm going to target the Kraven and use the basic there. The counterattack did stop that, unfortunately, because of the Awakened ability that Classic Green Goblin has. So now I'm going to target Green Goblin Classic and use the special. The Retaliate does end up pushing our Dr. Doom, so we're going to use the ultimate and go for the ride. So that Retaliate right there did throw off my count for me, because I was expecting the ultimate to be able to get counterattacked like that. So right here, I did end up using the special because of that one Retaliate kind of throwing me off. So now I have another ability to throw out there, so I'm just going to throw that basic at Classic Green Goblin. And now Super Skrull's going to ultimate, and the match is over. This was still very quick and efficient, especially in stage 3. For stage 4, we're going to use Cabal, Archangel, and Lizard. The Cabal team shuts down the Super Skrull very easily, and Lizard's able to get all that turn meter on spawn because of the Hive Mind characters, so this should work very easily for me. So Lizard should be going first in this matchup. We're going to use the ultimate to strip all those positive effects away. The Void Knight's now going to go and use the ultimate that did end up flipping the abilities on the Lizard, but that's perfectly fine. For Iron Patriot, I'm going to target the Super Skrull and use the special. That did call the assistant, and Super Skrull is now gone, and Archangel was able to do a turn rewind with the ping. Namor's going to use the ultimate, and the match is over. Very quick, very clean. For stage 5, we're going to use the New Warriors into the 4 Horsemen with Dazzler. This should work just fine. I've faced in previous Cosmic Crucible seasons the full Horsemen team, and New Warriors does walk over it, so that's why we're using that here on this one. So Gwenpool will be going first in this. We're just going to use the special, and I'm going to target Rogue for no particular reason. Firestar is now up. I'm going to use the ultimate on Dazzler, so that way I can do a rewind on the Morgan and the Archangel. Deathpool is going to use the special to spread those negative effects. Cloak is going to use the ultimate, and I get 2 kills already, and the Deathpool pings start to come in. For Dagger, I'm going to use the basic on Rogue. That's going to call the assistant and do another rewind. Gwenpool's going to use the ultimate. And because the evades are up, the Red Hulk doesn't get to rewind my characters. Firestar's going to use the special on Rogue for another rewind. And here I'm just going to use the ultimate from Deathpool on Rogue. The ping's going to go to Red Hulk. Cloak's going to use the special. And here I'm going to use the ultimate from Dagger, and the match is over. So for stage 6, I wanted to see how Masters of Evil would do here. Looking back at this fight, I definitely should have used New Warriors here and Masters of Evil in 5. I'm going to show you how badly this fight is actually going to go for me on this one. So Kang is going to go first here, and I'm going to use the special on Robbie. And that does end up putting slow on Ms. Marvel Hardlight. Robbie, I get the double tap and the slow on Photon. Ultron, I'm going to use the special on Robbie. I'm trying to focus him down. Titania uses the ultimate to ability block him. Ms. Marvel Hardlight's going to use the ultimate and give me a turn rewind. Here I'm going to use the bot's abilities. For Moonstone, I'm going to end up doing the special on the Ms. Marvel Hardlight. And this is where it goes badly. So Black Cat ended up doing the trauma stun to Kang. Robbie's passive goes off. Photon's passive goes off. Robbie does special, and I'm pretty much wiped out here. So I did end up backing out, and I'm going to go in with a different team. So for the follow-up, I decided to try to go in with Kang, Titania, Quicksilver, Nova, Kestrel. The thought behind this would be I would try to get a defense down so I can get some pings out there. Quicksilver would be able to remove the charges and remove any taunts on there with his basic. Nova for the stun, and then Kang Titania for kind of the damage and some of the ability block. Kang will be going first here. I'm going to use the special on Ms. Marvel Hardlight to try to get the slow on her and Robbie, and I would want to get a little bit of damage on the Black Cat. So Ms. Marvel Hardlight did end up resisting that. Titania's up next. I'm going to use the special to try to strip those buffs away from Ms. Marvel Hardlight. Now Black Cat ends up doing the special, and she does end up stunning the Titania. Photon's passive goes off. Robbie ends up doing the special into the Quicksilver. Photon goes again. She's going to use the special on Nova, and now there is a blind on Quicksilver. His abilities are not unavoidable, so I'm going to use the basic first. That did cause Robbie's passive to go off. So the blind is off Quicksilver. I'm going to use the basic again to get rid of the taunt. Lizard does end up going and doing the ultimate. Robbie does the ultimate. So here I do pause it. And what I'm trying to decide is if I want to keep this or try to go for another one shot. What I should have done is I should have kept the Masters of Evil fight, then going with the cleanup. Or more realistically, what I should have done is use New Warriors here and Masters of Evil in stage 5. That would have worked out a whole lot better for me, but for some reason I was thinking Firestar was a Spider-Verse character because of her synergy with Spider-Man, and that's why I didn't end up doing that, because I thought the Lizard would end up throwing that off. So let's go ahead and take a look at the following attack. So for the cleanup, I'm going to use the full Hive Mind team. Even though Lizard gets the extra turn meter because of the Spider-Verse characters here, he already used his ultimate, so I'm not worried about that move at all. He'll just start off with the special, which I'm perfectly fine with. Then Void Knight will be able to flip everything, and it will be a very easy cleanup after that. Lizard will be going first. He's going to use this special right into my Void Knight. Ms. Marvel Hardlight's also going to use the special, and Robbie's going to use the basic. Now that it's Void Knight's turn, I'm going to use the ultimate, and that's going to flip all those positive effects into negative effects. Gwenum is now up. I'm going to use the basic into the lizard, and that is an AoE hit, so I do get to knock the black cat out of stealth. Carnage is up. I'm going to use the ultimate on the Robbie. Now that Red Goblin's up, I'm going to use the ultimate, and that's going to hit everybody. It's going to kill Lizard and Black Cat. Robbie's passive gets to go off. Venom's going to use the ultimate to spread the negative effects from Ms. Marvel Heartlight into the adjacent targets. Void Knight's up. I'm going to use the special on Photon, and that kills 2 more characters, and Robbie bleeds out. This is a very easy and efficient cleanup. So I unfortunately did end up losing this round. My opponent got a 50,175, I got a 49,378. So me having that mistake on stage 6 definitely cost me. I definitely should have used New Warriors there and Masters of Evil on stage 5. I think that would have actually got me the efficiency as well, to where I probably could have pulled out the W, but that's lessons learned for next time and for the future. Let's go ahead, take a look at the defenses and see how they fared up. For stage 1, I got an 8354. The main deterrent on this one ended up being the health bonus, because I did end up losing Green Goblin Classic at the end. The turn bonus wasn't terrible on this one, considering there was the Dorum and the Black Knight on there. I'm pretty happy with this one overall. It could have been a little bit better, but I'll definitely take it. For stage 2, I got an 8367. This was a very good score using Bifrost into Pegasus. For stage 3, I lost a lot of efficiency on the health bonuses, but I was able to one-shot this team. I got an 8356. For stage 4, I got an 8372. This was very efficient. It took me about 3 turns to actually finish this one. For stage 5, this is where I used the New Warriors into the Horsemen team. I got an 8365, so it was very efficient on that front. And this is the stage that cost me the match. So I went in with Masters of Evil, I backed out. I went in with a Masters of Evil, Nova, Quicksilver, Kestrel team. That one I took the sack on it. And then from there, I used the Hive Mind. This got me a 7564. As for my defenses, they used New Warriors with Apocalypse into the Tangled Web, Black Knight, Gambit Rogue team. This got them at 8365. And for stage 2, they just did a straight mirror matchup, so their Spider Society into my Spider Society. I have seen that loose. That was a little bit risky of a play, but it looks like it worked for them. For stage 3, they used the full Masters of Evil team into my Extreme X-Men with Rogue. That's got them at 8366, so it's a pretty good efficiency score on that front. For stage 4, they used Tangled Web Eternals with Spider-Man Big Time. This got them at 8363, so it definitely drained a little bit of efficiency out of them, but overall it wasn't terrible. It's hoping that this would hold up a little bit better than it did on that one. For stage 5, they used Doom, Quicksilver, Nova with Undying into my Infinity Watch team. This got them at 8356, so this definitely ate up quite a bit of efficiency for them. And for stage 6, they used Cabal with Zombie Juggernaut and Emma, so that's a pretty interesting combination right there. This was into my Secret Defenders with Emma and Morgan Le Fay. This got them at 8365, so this definitely is still the Cabal show, but usually I try to throw a little bit better in there as far as the side characters to get the efficiency a lot higher. Even after looking at the defenses, it looks like I still kind of had a chance. The team that they used on stage 1 with the New Warriors and Apocalypse, I have seen that lose because it really comes down to Gwenpool if she's able to get the flips on the Black Knight. If she doesn't, that's usually ends up being like a 2-tap room right there. And for stage 2, doing the Spider Society into the mirror matchup is kind of risky as well. I've seen that lose, and I've actually seen it time out before, so I'm not too big of a fan of those, but it looks like those Hail Mary plays definitely paid off for him, because he did end up getting the win on me. But overall, I had a lot of fun going against your defenses. I do hope that you enjoyed going against my defenses. Congratulations again. And for everyone else, If you did like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.